Hey, Magic Flying Potato here. Intro sucks, so let's go ahead and do this. And by that, I mean we're going to go ahead and start building in ScrewUp. And I'm coming over here to this location right here is where I technically want to build my first base. And I will show you pretty much why right here. I'm going to go ahead and open up the map. So the reason why I picked this location is up to the north is you have two key locations. You got the mining location, which is right here. And then you got these two little town areas. You got this big town and then this area right here. Now to the east, you have this village right here and you have the dungeon right here. And then to this side, the west I think it is, you have the sanctuary. So that's kind of why I picked this location that I'm going to start building my first base. Plus up north you also have the beginner island. So let's go ahead and craft the building plan in the mallet. And then the mallet is on the tools portion of the blueprint right here. Go ahead and craft that. Once you craft those, they want you to go ahead and start building your first house. Now, when you equip the building plans in your hand, you do a right click on your mouse button and you get the wheel menu. So the foundations is this one and this one. Go with this type of foundation. Things to remember about these foundations: they cannot be placed in the water. They can't be placed over the top of a current object. So like the starfish or the crabs that are crawling around. So if I wanted to build this right in that location, I can come over to the crabs and pick them up. And as you can see, they do now. The foundation is now placeable. Another thing about these foundations is build them. I suggest building them on the flattest area as you possibly can if you want to build a bigger base, and start off higher up and then working your way downwards, because depending on where you place this, they don't adjust well with the land. So say I wanted to build this way, as you can see right there how the land drops off. Let me pick up that starfish. I could be wrong. Right there, see how it does not want to add on to that portion because the ground is so low. So that's why I suggest kind of building up higher and then dropping the pieces in kind of where you want them at. Another thing about this is we're going to go ahead and just let's pick up the mallet, and I'm going to go ahead and just drop a smaller foundation piece over here. So something to remember is when you drop these pieces down, you can't pick them up. You have to destroy them. And when you destroy them, you do not get anything back for them. The way you destroy the piece is you go ahead, put the mallet in your hand, look at it like this, go ahead and hit the right mouse button. While still holding the right mouse button, select the destruct target object and click your left mouse button. And that destroys it. Now, if you hold your right mouse button down and then you hover over that and then let go and then hit your mallet, it won't destroy that piece. You got to hold the right mouse button and then click your left mouse button to destroy the piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a ramp. Need to go back to my instructions. The ramp is right here. Go ahead, place that down. Build a door frame. Now, there's two ways that these pieces go. There's an inside and an outside. It's kind of hard to tell. But if we look right here, this is facing the wrong way. So the nicer side is facing on the inside. It all depends on what you want to look at. And the frame is on the outside. If you look at this piece right here, that is the frame that I put on the inside. So if you turn it around, now the frame is on the inside. Just like this, that's the frame that I was talking about. Go ahead and put some windows up, and I am going to actually continue building onto the side of this. I think we will see. I should have put the door in the center. I don't know why I did not. Kind of like this. Probably because I was thinking I was going to build onto this. And let's go ahead and put up two of these ceiling tiles. And that completes that. So now they want us to place the totem and place a door in a simple lock. So we're going to go ahead and hit the crafting menu, which is tab. The totem is right here. Craft that door, craft that in the simple lock. Again, make sure you have room for when these things are built. they go into your inventory and not fall on the ground. If they do, you just drop something and pick them up. I'll place the totem right here. Now, when placing this totem, I think this is something that's for future gaming reference when they talk about authorize. This is probably for the multiplayer to keep people from accessing your stuff within the house. So if you click E, you authorize it. If you click E again, you deauthorize it. Still really not sure what that is about, but again, this game is still early development, so that they do have plans for that in the future. So we're gonna go ahead and place the door right here, and then I guess I'll place the lock on the outside, and again put it right there. So those are the three things right there. The next thing they want us to do is craft a workbench, place the bed. This is important right here. A lot of people have been confused about the bed, and then also place your chest. So we're gonna go ahead and build those three items. Here's the bed, workbench, and a simple chest. All right, so when you place this bed, couple things to remember. Once you put one of these items down in this game, you cannot pick it back up. You're gonna have to destroy it. That is with, so far as of right now, that is with any of the items that you place down. And this bed does not want to line up right, which that bugs me. It's crooked. It's my OCD right there. I like things to be kind of uniform, but we'll go ahead and put a crooked bed down. So when you put this bed down, E says take the bed. That does not take the bed. I don't know why they worded it like that, but if you hit E, that right there sets your new spawn point for the game. So instead of spawning back at the main village, the starter village, you will now spawn inside your house at this bed. So as long as it says that empty the bed means you undo your spawn point. Take the bed means you place your spawn point. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and place the workbench down. And again, when you place things down, you cannot pick them back up as of right now in the game. So location of where you place things could be kind of a factor for later on how you want to build or continue on with adding on to your house. So I'm going to put that bench right there. Again, it is crooked, and that bugs me. I guess being that my foundation was not put down straight, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. And then we're going to go ahead and put this, put the chest right here. Everything's crooked. I don't know why that bugs me, but it does bug me. All right, so some other key things to think about when you are starting to build your house. Let me go ahead and show you right here. Okay, so I am currently on a different version of the game that I was just testing things out with before I make the videos. But key things to remember when you're placing a foundation where there's trees, if you can't place the foundation down if there is a tree in the way. I'll show you real quick. So take this and see, as you can't, I can't put it there because that tree is there. But if you chop the tree down, you are able to place the foundation or object down. But when the tree respawns, as you can see, it spawns through the item that you place down. So that's something to be aware of when you are building your houses. I mean, that might be something you want, but it's just something to keep in mind while building. And now I'm over here at a bigger house that I was working on, and as you can see, it's pretty significantly bigger than the other one. So it's 4 wide and I think it's 4 long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So why I have these pieces in here is this reason right here. I will show you real quick. Now, when you place like ceilings down, they are only gonna snap to a single block. So like right here, there's a wall, and I could go ahead and place that there. Now, if I wanted to put another one right here, it will not let me. There is no support for that wall on any of the corners. Apparently these the way they have this built right now is there has to be a wall underneath to support these. So I went ahead and put these 2 door frames down to pull these out 3. And as you can see, so this side has a wall and it supports that piece up here. This side has that door frame and it supports a piece right here. Now, if I want to put a floor right here or a ceiling, it went ahead and put it in. And what was weird about this is I tried that earlier and it did not let it go into place right there. So let me try this again here. So again, this game is kind of weird because those areas right there, the 2 areas that I just put those ceilings in, when I did it earlier, just to test it out, those 2 pieces fell out. So it is definitely kind of a weird concept. So yeah, so that is something. Building is kind of still a work in progress in the game. So that's something else to think about when you're trying to build big. If the pieces start falling, they need a support wall. There are currently no pillars or anything like that in the game. So we can't build pillars, so that's why I put these door frames in here. So hopefully this video right here helps you out. This is just some very basic building techniques and some tips and tricks on building. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or comments about this video or about building in this game, go ahead and drop them below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, well, you know, and also, if you also like this content and you want to see more of it, go ahead and subscribe. That would be great. Definitely appreciate that. And as always, you guys have a great time out here exploring the deserted island. I am Magic Flying Potato, and I am Oot.